There is a dangerous trap in life, and most people fall into it without even knowing. It does not feel like pain. It feels like rest. It feels like peace. It feels like finally arriving somewhere safe. But this trap has a name, and its name is comfort. This is the story of a wolf who lost everything, not to an enemy, not to a storm, not to hunger, but to the quiet, invisible danger of an easy life. High in the mountains, far away from the noise and the chaos of the world, there lived a lone wolf. He was not the biggest wolf in the forest. He was not the fastest. But he was sharp. He was focused. And he was alive in a way that most creatures never truly are. Every single morning, he hunted. Every single day, he moved through the trees, over rocks, across frozen rivers. Every night, he rested, not because he gave up, but because he had truly earned his sleep. He felt something rare. He felt the deep, quiet satisfaction that only comes after real effort. This wolf survived because he stayed alert. He stayed strong because he stayed hungry. Hunger was not his enemy. Hunger was his greatest teacher. The struggle was not something he ran from. The struggle was the thing that made him powerful. And because of all of this, every single day, he felt truly alive. Then one winter, everything changed. The snow came heavy that year. The forest grew silent. The animals hid. Food became harder and harder to find. The wolf walked farther than he ever had before, searching through the cold, through the wind, through the silence. And then he saw something new. At the edge of the trees, there was a village. Warm lights, smoke rising from chimneys. And at the edge of this village, people were throwing away food, scraps, leftovers, easy meals lying in the snow, waiting for no one in particular. The wolf stood at a distance and watched. His stomach was empty. The food was right there. He told himself, just for today, just until the winter passes, just this once. So he ate, and he rested. And it felt so good. The next day, he came back. And the day after that. Why push through the deep forest when food needed no effort? Why work hard? Why struggle? Why fight? When survival had suddenly become so simple. Days turned into weeks. The wolf stopped running long distances. His legs were no longer tested. His senses were no longer sharp. He slept more. He moved less. His body began to soften, slowly, quietly, the way ice melts. Not all at once, but bit by bit, without you even noticing. And here is the most dangerous part of this story. He did not notice. He believed he had found something better, a smarter way to live, an easier path, a safer life. Comfort is quiet. That is what makes it so dangerous. It does not attack you. It does not warn you. It does not come to you like an enemy in the night. It simply arrives one day, sits down beside you, and slowly, gently, replaces the person you used to be. Then one night, another wolf appeared. This wolf was lean, alert. His eyes were sharp. His body was strong. He still hunted every day. He still struggled. He still lived the hard life. He was everything the lone wolf used to be. The lone wolf stepped forward to protect his space. Old instincts fired somewhere deep inside him. He tried to run. He tried to chase. But his body did not respond the way it once had. His legs felt heavy. His breath came short. His speed, the speed he had trained for years, was gone. For the first time, he truly understood that something was wrong. He tried again, but the strength he once had was no longer there. It had not been taken from him by force. It had not been stolen in the night. It had simply faded, quietly, invisibly, while he was busy choosing comfort over effort, day after day, week after week. The other wolf did not defeat him. Life had already done that. Not through pain, not through failure, but through ease. Standing alone in the cold night, the wolf finally saw the truth clearly. The world had not made him weak. Comfort had. The hunt had once felt difficult, but it had made him strong. Comfort had felt good, but it had made him weak. He looked toward the mountains he once ruled, the forests he once ran through with power and purpose, the life he once lived with fire in his chest. And slowly he turned away from the village, away from the easy meals, away from the warmth that had cost him everything. He walked back toward the mountains, back toward the struggle, back toward the cold and the effort and the life that had once made him extraordinary. Because now he understood something he had forgotten. The struggle was never the enemy. The struggle was always the path. Many people believe the greatest danger in life is failure. They fear falling down. They fear pain. They fear losing. But the real danger, the silent, invisible danger, is when nothing feels difficult anymore. When you stop pushing, when you stop trying, when you choose comfort again and again and again. That is when you slowly, quietly lose the person you once dreamed of becoming. The wolf had to learn everything again. Every run was harder now. Every hunt was painful. Every step was a reminder of what he had given away so easily. But he kept going, because even a hard path forward is better than a soft and comfortable cage. And maybe, just maybe, this story is not really about a wolf at all. Maybe it is about you. Maybe it is about the dreams you had when you were younger, the fire you felt when you first started, the discipline you practiced and then slowly forgot, the goals you set and then quietly put aside, not because they were impossible, but because something comfortable came along and took their place. Life does not steal your strength in one dramatic moment. It takes it slowly. One skipped effort, one missed challenge, one quiet choice to rest when you should have moved. So if you feel stuck today, start again. If you feel weak today, challenge yourself again. If you feel lost today, return to effort again. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need to be ready. You need one difficult step, then another after that. Strength comes back the same way it was built, through effort, through patience, through choosing the hard thing over and over again, until the hard thing becomes who you are. Remember this, comfort feels safe, but too much comfort slowly destroys growth. The wolf learned this truth the hard way. You do not have to. The mountains are still waiting for you. Thank you for listening to this story on Easy English Tales. If this message spoke to something inside you, please give this video a like. It truly means a lot. And if you want more stories like this, stories that make you think, stories that help you grow, stories told in simple, clear English, subscribe to Easy English Tales. This is a place where every story has a lesson, every lesson has a purpose, and every step forward, no matter how small, is worth taking. See you in the next story.